Lucky 56.
And they'll run it here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Lee. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On first down, Lee to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Another shot from the one on second and goal. So we've reached... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, Johnson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show mom that he gets to play in the game.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Detroit!
Lee now on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
Over.
Lee out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. On the crossing route, complete. That's Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot in what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those. A
1st down carry here for Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And Rodgers intercepted the 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Lee looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Lee. Left side complete. Safarian-Jenkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To throw on 2nd down, Lee. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, 47 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, and they'll get him down here at the 23. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Lee. From the gun, he'll throw. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that there's
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Nick Perry getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
To throw is Lee. Operating from the gun. And coughed it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little. Little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Looking to throw on second down. Lee. And to the tight end here, DeFiore Jenkins. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Over!
Lee now from the gun on third down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now the first carry for Brian Hill. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Again, they run with Hill. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit, get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. On third down, Johnson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Back to throw. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late 4th quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Safarian Jenkins has it. And some room to work. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Tanner Lee with 8 seconds remaining. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Lambo to add on the extra point. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Jacksonville, that'll be a happy locker room as they start.